Hi, welcome to my channel, and today I'm going to be doing this week's Top 5 Wednesday, and this week's topic is your top 5 books of the year. So I was going to do a separate video for this, but I thought I might as well just use this as that video and tell you my top 5 books. So I have tried to do books that were just released in 2017. I'm not going to include any books that were released before then. If by accident I have included something that was released in 2016, I do apologise, but hopefully I've got everything that was released this year. So the first book was my most anticipated read of the year, and that was A Court of Wings and Ruin by Sarah J. Maas. I was looking forward to this book so much. I read Court of Thorns and Roses and A Court of Mist and Fury last year, so I obviously couldn't wait for this. I got it, I read it so fast for a 699 page book, and yeah, I just loved it. There were a few problems that I think I mentioned in my wrap up when I read this book, which I'm not going to go through now because I don't know, some of you may have not read this book, but I still loved it because, you know, the characters, there was so much character development for certain characters as well. I loved the inner circle. Reese and Fairy are my favourite OTP. They are just, oh, they're just amazing, and yeah, I loved it so much. I did only give this 4 out of 5 stars, I think, just because of the few problems, but it's still probably one of my favourite books of the year because I just love the characters and everything. If it wasn't for the few minor problems, I would have loved this book, but yeah, I still love it, and I can't wait for Court of, is it Frost and Starlight next year, the novella. So yeah, I just love this series and I love this book so much. Next one was another anticipated read, and that was Our Dark Duet by V. Schwab. So this is the sequel to This Savage Song, and I was looking forward to it so much, and it did not disappoint. This was such a great ending to the duology. It broke my heart. I obviously don't want to tell you what happens because of spoilers again, but yeah, it was just amazing. V. Schwab makes some great characters. She also makes some characters that you don't really like, but it was such an interesting concept as well, you know, the whole monster August wanting to be more human, but then Kate, she kind of wanted to be like a bit of a monster to impress her father. It's carried on like 6 months after This Savage Song, so you can see how they've both changed. Both changed their personalities, doing different things, and they come together, and yeah, it was just amazing. Next one is Lost Boy by Christina Henry. So last year I read her Alice retellings, and she kind of does horror retellings, so when I realised she was bringing out another book, this time on Peter Pan, I just had to go get it. I haven't read much Peter Pan, I haven't read the original, but it is on my shelf and I should read it as soon as possible, because most fairy tale retellings like Beauty and the Beast or Alice in Wonderland, so I'm so glad I finally got a Peter Pan one, and this was just again amazing. It's told from the point of view of Captain Hook, or the young Captain Hook, which I think is called James, and he is Peter Pan's favourite boy that he's brought to the island. He's kind of like his number 2. James starts triggering on that Peter's not very nice. He keeps making reasons to kill these boys that he gets bored of, and he kind of like rebels against Peter Pan, hence becoming Captain Hook, and hence the rivalry between them. But I just thought it was amazing the way they twisted on Peter Pan. Neverland isn't this really pretty place you see in the Disney film. It's kind of like this horror island, awful monsters and stuff like that. But yeah, I loved it, and I really hope she does another one. She's done 2 Alice books, 1 Peter Pan. I hope she does something else because I just love her retellings. They're so different compared to everything else. Then I've got The Loneliest Girl in the Universe by Lauren James. So I only got this because I loved the cover. It's just so nice and sparkly, and I love anything sparkly. But this, again, it seemed different, as it's a girl who's alone on a spaceship due to reasons I don't want to say due to spoilers, and she kind of starts communicating with this other guy on the spaceship who is coming to be with her so that she's not alone. Kind of Earth sent him. But then there's so many twists and turns, and it's set in space, and it's just really great, and you see the emails while they're communicating, and yeah, it's just really, really good. It had me hooked since I started reading it. I mean, it's about 300 pages long, and I think I may have read this in about a day. It was that good. So yeah, I do really recommend this. A nice good sci-fi for you to read. And the last one is Strange Dreamer by Lana Taylor. So I'm surprised I'm putting this in this video, just because when you read the first half of it, it is quite boring. I thought this might be a DNF, When you get into the last half, it becomes so exciting, everything just suddenly kicks off. And I think it was just boring at the start because it's trying to introduce everything, because it's quite, well, not really a complicated story, but you've got so many characters, so much backstory you have to know. But it kind of kicks off, and this basically follows Laszlo. He's like a library assistant, a scholar assistant, and he dreams of this town called Weep that has been like taken from everyone's memory. They can't remember the real name of the city, hence why they call it Weep. But then an envoy comes from Weep to collect all these scholars to try and work out how to solve Weep's problem, which I'm not going to tell you because of spoilers. So I can't really tell you about the other main character because, again, spoilers. But I love the ending of this. I'm just scared that Muse of Nightmares, the sequel, might be a bit predictable. But yeah, I don't know when the Muse of Nightmares is coming out. On Goodreads it doesn't have a date, so I'm not sure if it's coming out next year or not. But I do really want it. This was really good. If you're reading this, just keep going because it gets so much better in the last half. So yeah, that's it for this video, my top 5 books of 2017. I just hope that next year, 2018, will be as good a reading year as this year was, because this year was just amazing. Also, this video might be going up a day late just because Wednesday the 20th, the date this video needs to go up, is my Christmas works due. I said that the wrong way around, it's my works Christmas due. I don't know why they're holding it on a Wednesday when I'm working on Thursday and I'm working on Wednesday as well. So yeah, I have no idea when this video is going to go up, either on Tuesday or Thursday. So technically this is like my top 5 Tuesday/Thursday. But I'm going to stop rambling now. Tell me what your top 5 books of 2017 are, because there might be some books that I haven't read and I might be interested in reading. And as usual, you can like this video or subscribe to my channel. All my social media links are below, and I will see you later with a new video. Bye!